Welcome. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Welcome. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to our first solo show. How you guys doing? That's right. Discord, I've explained a few times. Twitter Discord's free. We just intake small amounts of people to get to know you first across time. Here, Facebook Lounge. Facebook Lounge is free. You can go in there, put a cool ass S&P play there, it'll fucking lit it up. You just have to catch the link, you know. We want you to be engaged and paying attention. We don't want people who are just kind of lazy and just want to, like, you know, serial join rooms and lurk and shit like that. Everything we do is to try and make sure that there's a good engagement. So that being said, yeah, somewhere in the show maybe we'll see. It's gonna be a quick show. We have a little pre-market action we'll look at. Stocks again. The Dow Jones just closed at an all-time high, and as you guys know, that's my single biggest call in history. Is the tip of the spear of the Dow, March 6, 2009, and also the S&P, the broader market. It was an entire basket call. Um, so at this point, you know, we have closed an all-time high, so the 100-year has now progressed further. And come on, this is not time. Let's see what you say. Oh, damn it. All right. So excuse time. Right. So Dow Jones now has extended the bull market that we told you in September on Rect Hour when they said recession, recession, recession. What are the chances that the entire population is going to get that right at the all-time high of a 100-year arc? Not fucking likely, right? And here we are. And people are actually salty. People are not in this. The reality is for 10 years, people found every fucking possible reason to tell themselves something different than what was really going on in the marketplace. And it amounts to fucking, just a mass delusion. The market's always right, and the other explanation is that it's always manipulation if it does something they never expected. I always love that one. So last show we covered a couple of things, a couple of concepts, markets and different segments of it. We're gonna look at like mostly stocks today. We're gonna do a rect hour, KJ and myself, and we'll probably cover more crypto specific things there. We'll look at some of the stuff that we've had over the last couple weeks. Hold on, let me switch this cam. There it is. Okay. This is a monster. We put this out on the emoji cycle. Tesla. Right when he's down here in this location on the rest hour. And if any of you played it, I know some of you did. This is a beast mode. Short interest was fucking crazy. And, I told you guys, trends are made in the dead bodies of those too ignorant to get out of the way of their own biases. And this is a perfect example. This is my 100-year. This is what I came for, though. This is what I want. This is my update 100-year too. Yep. I knew I had that box on this chart. Let me close that. Alright, this thing, what's happened to the size of you? Oh, what's happened to everything going on here? What is going on? Oh my god, it's fucking. Alright, I gotta figure out what the hell's going on here. What is going on here? Oh god, there it is. Everything's crazy. Alright. What just happened there? What the fuck? Fucking crazy. It's all over the place. Man, this thing's fucking tripping. Logarithmic scaling is fucking with me. Anyway, this is my data 100-year on December 12th when we were on the way down to the depths of hell around Christmas, and PPT had to save everybody. People were mindfucked, waiting to call recession. This box is incredibly important. So this deals with the psychology of what it takes to get the market to be at all-time highs and keep people from wanting to touch it, which allows it to market further. In this that you've seen, I look back here. The original 100-year, started off here. I made it November 29th, 2016, right after Trump got elected. And in this bar, basically breaking out of the purple box zone. We have these three fractal purple box zones that basically had the similarities of communism, Cold War elements, and nuclear Cold War, nuclear threat of Cold War. And then again, the same thing starting off President Trump's era. Also with two different presidents who were basically like TV stars. From that, you now get a different fractal, which is this location where the dump occurred at all-time highs. You had that here. This is Black Monday. This is the situation with the corporate debt, corporate bonds around United Airlines that caused fucking like major meltdown, wiped people out. This was Armageddon looking to people when it happened. But before it, you're at all-time highs. Every one of these bars up. That's one of the interesting things about a trend. As it pumps, every candle on the right-hand side of your screen is the fucking highest thing you've ever seen. And as you move over, it can keep on becoming higher. This is why the perspective of looking forward like you're driving a car rather than backwards is important. Because hindsight TA is fucking worthless. You can't do anything about this. But the reality is the idea of buying low and selling high is really a matter of perspective. You can look at this and say this is low and this is high, or you can recognize that today's high can be tomorrow's low. So buying high and selling even higher is still the exact same concept of buying low and selling high. So as this advances and your psychology will skew with the price, this looks worse and worse from the relative low you can see here in the past. But the reality is you're only dealing with price forward in time, so that never matters. So people who look backwards and constantly pine over what could have been never live in the moment of what can be. Kind of like what Thanos said, right? As long as there's those that remember, what was, there are those that will never realize what can be. And that's a true ass fucking statement. Okay. So we look at this here. This was the first location when you blew out the fucking all-time highs of the Great Depression crash. And it happened again just after you left Ronald Reagan before Black Monday, and it looked similar enough. The fear structure was similar enough in the sentiment that was being fueled into the fucking crowd that I figured that this was the same thing heading down to Christmas. So what we look at here is, I'll read this out to you. The corrective structures that are in real time look relatively scary, right? The active moment that you're dealing with shit, the fear that's coming with it's kind of like, it's part of the price structure. Right? It's not later, it's not before. It's in real time with a shape of price. It is a shape of an emotion, of a consensus of the population. So it's a function of it. Anyway, corrective structures that in real time look relatively scary due to crowd hysteria that's fueled by mainstream media helping to exaggerate the perception of the move near term. When viewed in the longer term, the corrections can be kept in context with the macro wave that exists within. If fractal icebox range 3, which is this guy up here after leg 3, holds and we break higher, then the next stop could be as high as Dow 40,000 before we see another potential crisis, something like a corporate bond collapse, Black Money 2, or a country like Italy or another Black Money 2 on a country scale. That will give us pause along the way before proceeding higher. I read that with the wrong tone intonation. That could give us pause for that, before we head higher. So the reality is that this move was at the worst case, about 13% down from the all-time high. In the scheme of a 100-year bull market, in the scheme of a 10-year recovery from a fractal box range that's pretty fucking easy to see for a retard, So you look at this shit and you see it dump down and the media goes, recession, 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 Trump. They didn't even told you were in a bull market the whole time Obama was in office, right? They kept you terrified of him because he's a fucking antichrist, right? They kept you away from his part of the wave. Then Trump came and like, well, he's a fucking idiot. And he's a bigot. And he's crazy. Whatever, the fucking policies that he has in place and the fucking monetary policies that are coming out of the central bank worldwide are still fucking stimulating risk appetite. So it doesn't fucking matter what you think of him specifically. There's a lot more factors that are in this chart. Anyway, you don't have to know all that bullshit aside. It's just the reality that it's going up. That's it. Fucking retard can see this. It's going up. It's as simple as that. So until further notice, that's what you deal with. The fact that you could correct from all-time highs and go, okay, this is where it's over. And the whole crowd's like, yep, I know it. The only reason you'd ever want something to fall is that your fuck ass isn't in it. And that's all you need to know right there. So, recovery back to all-time highs, we broke, and the 100-year trend still extends. We are at all-time highs again. And tell me right now that this looks and feels the way Bitcoin felt when it was making all-time highs in 2017. You can't tell them motherfuckers in here. Still. A decade into this shit. How crazy is that? So, bull markets are paved with the dead bodies of those too ignorant to get out of the way of their own bullshit. Case in point. Alright, so let's get a question. Greetings from Poland. Greetings from Florida. How you doing? Somebody bitching about Trump manipulation. Manipulation is a fucking fool's word for fucking I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. It's wrong, and I am wrong because you made me wrong. And it's just an ego problem. That person doesn't know what they're talking about, and who cares? He's food for the system. Bodek, tech fund paying off, no doubts. Okay, I got you. You're funny. Do you think about? Oh, I saw something there. I gotta say. Philadelphia shout out on the bits. You me? Saw that? My bad. Notifications on the other side. What do you think about that goal, considering your previous prediction a few years ago? We can talk about that. What you got here? What you got here? How you set targets in blue sky highs. How you set target in blue sky highs? What does that mean exactly? You mean all-time highs? Very, very carefully. Okay, so we'll pull up Dow Gold in a minute and we'll look at that guy. So, all right, so everybody can see what's going on here. So this thing's still intact. Probably, if you saw this as a shitcoin pump, you'd think this pumper is fucking legend. The kind of shit that's going on right here. It is so fucking well structured. And for other additional perspective, we did talk about this in past shows. Really think about the fact that along this chart that is so structurally similar, like that. He goes from a shockwave down here. It's obviously the same thing. I'm gonna just do it in bubbles just for the fucking sake of, I should have put those in red, but it's all good. And then you have a markup, this massive markup these things do. Let me change the color. This is getting ridiculous. What the hell is my color? Oh. All right, this thing is structured as hell. And there are similarities in each wave for the people of the day that they dealt with. But really think along this thing, in here, down here somewhere. Right, in this area down here, Japan gets fucking nuked twice. There's 2 nuclear attacks in an era where that technology would have been considered far scarier than we understand it today with what else has been developed. In 1945, people are fucking dealing with propeller planes and the first jet engines, and you're fucking dropping a weapon that looks like the sun is rising in the wrong direction on a city. And this price structure still is a bull flag breaking out, right? You go up here, you get a president that gets fucking shot, and then you get a president that gets fucking impeached, or is facing impeachment and fucking quits. You lose 2 presidents in this shockwave. Somebody got nuked down in this shit. Think about it. And the fear that this generated was equivalent to getting a black president. Either one keep people on the sidelines. From fucking Nixon's out of the market, 1974 till Reagan comes in, right? The market technically rises 7 years. You're effectively from that point in the same bull market Obama had, and people can't stand Ford, can't stand fucking Carter, and fucking in the beginning of Reagan are shitting on him. Think about how fucking funny this is to happen again. They can't stand Obama. They shit on him the entire time. And who the fuck is this actor? Again? Really? The same fucking thing? Your recovery starts from the middle of the box range, long before you're out here in the purple box. So once you have an 8-year bull run that in this exact range, hindsight TA is going to make every boo who didn't touch it go, well, now it's too fucking expensive. Well, it needs to come down. Fuck the Federal Reserve. Trump's a piece of shit. You know what? Bullshit. It's manipulation. No, you're just stupid. And that's a different problem, right? That has nothing to do with the market. That's your problem. Market's doing something very fucking obvious to a fucking rookie technician. You don't need to know any fundamental crap, macroeconomical shit, any of the stuff I said about the Federal Reserve, asset price inflation, fractional reserve lending, any of that stuff. It's fucking an uptrend. What the hell is so hard about that? I've sat here saying the same thing for a decade because, duh, I literally don't have to present with anything. You think I have any fancy indicators for this? There's a giant fucking green moving average I use. That's a pretty good clip. And on 6 month increments, this bitch is an uptrend only. It's crazy, right? Anybody catch the Disney pump? Oh my god, yeah, that thing was a beast. We talked about Disney for a while. We talked about Disney versus Netflix. From Shadow brought it out on in March, and Castle was fucking pumping that shit for the whole of 2018. Actually, from 2015, speaking about Marvel and the Marvel franchise. But the streaming right now, you're seeing an evolution in TV. I mean, we're streaming a fucking glow in the dark fucking market show. This is the fucking era of streaming, and Disney's all fucking over this shit. I don't know whether crypto BTC was covered or not. I just went to the stream. What are your opinions of CME gaps? Gaps trying to get filled. I mean, you're dealing with low liquidity and stuff like that. I don't pay much attention to CME gaps. I don't really care. That doesn't factor into my directional analysis. CME really acts as a hedge for anybody trading in spot markets, anybody using those contracts. There's no real liquidity but hedges over there. So I can watch enough of BTC's action on the exchanges to figure out where it's going. Not really that important. I didn't really cover crypto. We're talking about the Dow Jones hitting all-time highs right now. So again, that's a great point. Walks into the call, and I don't know if you talked about crypto BTC. Did you notice that the United States stock market is up fucking $24 trillion from the lows, and you're in a 100-year bull market at all-time highs of ever in fucking history today? And you walked in and asked me about a market that's in fucking shockwave? That's exactly how you know this thing's gonna keep running. Because no one gives a fuck about a bull market of fucking numbers you can't even fucking say without giggling. That's crazy, right? Hey, there's a gigantic bull market on the screen. You interested? I can fucking sell this thing to an Eskimo if I wanted. What the fuck? The craziest thing on the world, right? Thoughts on Disney, Philadelphia, that's what's up. So let's see. Disney. I gotta get the chart that has some TA for him on it. Let me think. What did I do that one? Disney World. Please tell me something. That's LTC. Let me check. Did I do Disney markup on this too? Nope. Alright, one sec. I get it. I don't know what to do. Again, see again, Disney chart. That guy's inside of this guy. Okay. After you showed us that we were adoption curve lesson. What is it? After you showed us that we are the adoption curve lesson, rather than putting more down, I dumped way more into the stock of that car company and less down on the new whip. We are priced. Good shit. I see. Makes sense. No worries. Did I say Kowalski? Isn't that the fucking penguin in that crazy ass movie? Hey, Kowalski. That's fucking awesome. I love it. I don't know if you guys watch that. It's like a Nickelodeon penguin thing. It's fucking funny. J Con, respect on the bits. Alright, let me move to the other chart. One sec. Alright, what's going on here? Not you. This is the S&P play. I put in the Facebook lounge, and some of you guys in Twitter chat brought it over there and dumped it in. But that was an easy freebie, and that was a level that was projected actually at all-time highs a couple of years ago. We waited for it to get there. Be an easy play. Believe it or not, we've actually had that level in wait since like 2015. So it's actually funny. Then it got there like, oh, it's a play for 30, 38 and a half. So I just did it to everybody because there should be good liquidity there since everybody's on the wrong side of the breakout, So it can pump you with all the short jackasses covering and stuff. But yeah, that was an easy one. That was pretty cool. And he's still going. He's technically in a rising structure that resembles a bear flag. In a bear flag, we talked about it before. A bear flag is nothing but sequential rising bull flags. And until that becomes obvious, then it becomes dangerous. At this moment, though, you are in a pretty parabolic break, and he does look good until he proves himself something otherwise. Don't bet against it. Apple looks good. I mean, check this out. He's well through 1.1 trillion dollars, right? On his way to 300. And this is bull markets. Like, look at this shit. You are in mega bull markets. What do people say? So what's going on crypto? Why don't you fucking buy things that are moving? Why do you fucking fight like logic? Is crypto moving? I'm not excited unless it's specifically crypto that I make money on. I don't want to make that kind of money. I want to make crypto money. That's not fucking normal. You understand that, right? That's fucking crazy. Stop being stupid. Anyway, this is Apple. And this has been ridiculous. Shockwave breakout. Just retarded. And we covered this, I think we showed this guy in one of the shows already in September. And it's just, you don't bet against the fruit, But as far as the simple logic goes, go to a weekly chart. Just a fucking uptrend. Think on bigger scales since the bottom of the crisis. Like, you really want to call the top of any of this crazy shit? Do you really want to fucking guess when that ends versus buy it once? You're dying for Bitcoin to fucking moon. You're dying for shitcoins to moon. This shit's flying up your fucking ass. What the fuck's it gonna take? It's the craziest thing you've ever seen. Like, nobody wants to fuck with it. I'm not speaking to everybody. I know some of you guys are killing this shit, but like for the vast majority, they're pretty pissed off and salty right now. And fucking, why don't markets work for the poor? Because the poor think like poor. It's fucking available to anybody. How many people have a problem opening up a Robinhood? Open up with no fucking money, there's no fucking commissions. It's just like shitcoins. Be in there in 5 fucking minutes. So, this was always available to people. Just the TV never told you to go look at it. Not until you start talking about zero commissions, which now is going to bring the dummies from shitcoin land to come fuel this fire. Anyways, let's look a little deeper in this guy. So I've never tried to carry a show where no one's talking back to me. Pretty difficult, but from what I hear in Twitter Discord, I've got a big fucking mouth, so I can do this. So we look at Apple. I mean, this thing still looks good now at fucking all-time highs, Let's see what he's doing pre-market. He's down a little bit pre-market. Probably market's down a little bit overnight. Let's see what he does. For you guys that like took that fucking badass SPX play, risk management's always king, right? By the time you get up in the money some and you get a couple waves, you should have already partaken something off and got your stops to a place you could never get fucking put in the red. It gets you, that's cool. Just move on to the next one. Your only goal is to be consistent and winning. It isn't whether you fucking get every single penny of the move. That's not it. If your risk management's good and you happen to survive the structure of the wave as it evolves, awesome. But again, your main goal is not to lose, right? Your goal in this is to make a lot, lose a little, make a lot, whichever way you want to say it. And if possible, don't lose it all, And again, your enemy's losses. Anything else is irrelevant. Right? You're going to find your 10x's, your 20x's, and stuff like that, as long as you stay alive long enough for that to happen. So staying alive is actually the more important part of it. Don't worry about if every play you make can be a 10 or 20xer. If you stay alive long enough, the statistics are you will come across it anyway. Then there's ways to improve on the statistics, but this is just simple right now for you guys who are very new to this stuff. Okay, what is this thing doing? So Disney, somebody asked me about, it was FTX. Where's Disney? About that. Where is the fucking thing I drew? Oh, I'm in it. Yeah, this zone. Remember I showed you guys this? What the fuck time frame am I on? Yeah, remember I showed you this zone? That we're sitting there, watch Disney. And it's just fucking, look how ridiculously simple this price structure is on high time frame. Ta-da. Retarded. Once he clears this high, right, isn't any technician just a fucking breakout? The bull flag, the breakout. Look how structured it is. How do you suppose so many people can't figure this out? What are you doing, you crazy ass thing? Like this entire wave here. That wave spans 3 years. It's like a straight line on this rise. basic technician that just uses, let's say, a moving average crossover system. If it's gone green here, sir. He's cleared the last height here, sir. I think I'll take an entry maybe here, sir. And even stop here, sir. Right? Let's just say this person's a fucking clown. Or he's really late and he buys above this breakout. Or even this breakout. Wherever the fuck. How long does it take to figure out this is going upwards? Regardless of what the TV's saying, regardless of your ideas about the Fed, at what point does this fucking like dawn on you? You're an idiot watching the sail past you, banking on Armageddon at every fucking candle. At what point do you look in the mirror and say, "I'm a fucking jackass"? Ego's a hell of a drug. It's really crazy. Respect, Henry. Thanks for what are you doing awake, motherfucker? It's like 3 in the morning that day. So we're fast approaching daylight, and my show goes down in daylight. So it's a quick pre-market thing. We're just looking at the market, showing a bull market that's in effect right now. This is the first episode of Real Nomics. We're gonna do some more of these, and we're gonna just do market reviews and take some of your questions. You know, you guys tell me some things that you're seeing from previous streams and concepts, or things in the market you want to look at, and we can talk about them. Definitely want to talk about gaming in the next show we're gonna do. Big stuff going on in gaming, you know, with Stadia and stuff that's coming, expected to come in the pipeline. I truly think that right now we're looking at like a delay to the new millennium, you know, and the expectation was that 2000 was going to be the new millennium. But like all things, expectations, you know, front run reality. So the internet bubble spike of 2000 was the internet was going to change the world, but the reality was the internet didn't get the kind of speed and traction and security necessary to do that until many, many years down the line. And that gap between expectation and reality, you're really looking at now. With flying cars, self-driving cars, robotics, virtual reality, all that stuff that we thought was going to be 2000, numerology, 2000 equals future, was a fucking, you know, expectation based on an emotion. And the reality is now it's actually here. You are going to have robots. Automation's going fucking crazy. Japan's even making a comeback, you know? Things are making a crazy turn. All of a sudden, it's like the future's showing up that everyone was waiting for 20 years ago. Same kind of lag, too. Climax spike in 1999, internet future is here today. So I think you're about to see a fucking rapid spike in just normal day-to-day living technology. In the next 12 to 18 months, we're going to be enjoying some fucking amazing shit coming to the marketplace. That being said, so that's Disney we talked about. Somebody asked me to check out Dow Gold. What chart am I on? PGI, PC1. So that's a Dow. I don't know how far back this goes. Let's see. Can just log this shit off real quick. So Dow Gold is Dow versus like, you know, a risk off asset. Gold is risk off. One of the reasons that metal bugs are always saying Biden never goes anywhere. Because while the world is expanding, it's dumb to hold a fucking useless metal like that. Plus you pay storage. You short gold, you actually get paid a fucking fee for holding the short. You get the storage fee. So being short gold actually pays you money. Being long stock pays you money. So it makes sense to fucking buy the Dow Jones and sell gold to pay for it. That's how risk assets, risk off assets work. So all those dumb assholes in fucking the gold market are like, oh, it's gonna fucking be the thing when the market crashes, 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 when the market crashes. Shut the fuck up. Christ's sake. Not how it works. This is how it works. See, this is the mega pump of the last fucking, you know, from the 70s. This is Dow's markup on gold. If you sat in gold, you got fucking annihilated in terms of fucking real assets. Then the crash cycle happened under George Bush, and the United States gave back a bunch of the valuation of real assets and went into oblivion in his entire presidency. You look at it, right? Where's Bush's presidency? You want to see how fucking bad George Bush's presidency is in real terms for Americans? Not in terms of the fucking fiat dollar that's moving, but a hard asset? George Bush's presidency starts fucking... Where does he start? He's either 2000, 2001 takes off. I think it's 2000, right? Right here. And he's out of office when Obama takes office in January 2009. Literally the worst fucking president in fucking history. This is the perfect destruction of all of the wealth gains that the United States made from the minute fucking Ronald Reagan took office. to do Billy Clinton. George Bush actually decimated real asset values fucking the entire fucking run of the entire last couple of decades. This is real. This is how you look at assets in terms of real other assets, not in terms of fiat, because fiat's always changing. And this was the crash cycle of Dow Gold. That's now in a reflation, which means if you're sitting on gold again, guess what's fucking happening? You're missing a giant bull market in the Dow. Again. Like that one. Again. So you're sitting there waiting for your gold to go full retard, right? Oh, damn it. That's gold. But in the meantime, if you weren't fucking, suffering from massive brain damage because you fucking waiting for gold to go moon, you might be in that, you dumbass. That's how dumb gold bugs are. For as long as fucking history, that's what they've given up to sit there talking about, but gold, but Armageddon, but the Fed, but gold. That's dumb money, dude. Don't be that guy. That's a fucking idiot. Parrots are smarter than that. So, yeah, that's how you miss a bull market. While MSN keeps telling you, like guys like Schiller, the fucking, it's going to crash, it's going to crash, it's going to crash. You know all that means? This entire arc of perception is built of your mispriced beliefs. That was fueled by people that know you won't take 2 seconds to fucking check. That the people on TV are lying to you over and over and over the entire fucking way. And somehow they keep coming back on TV and they're not fucking broke either. They can keep coming back and tell you a new one. And you'll be ready and waiting for it and not ask, how the fuck aren't you dead, telling me the wrong answer the entire fucking way? Right? Ask yourself some questions. So, damn it. Fucking thing. Possessed. So yeah, so you can hold gold all you want, but you probably made a lifetime mistake and probably kill some of your family early from the fucking ineptitude of your decision. If people get old and sick in your end times, trust me, they're going to fucking be seriously pissed off that you didn't fucking try at least to touch it somewhere. So yeah, that's a bull market. Alright. Daylight's coming. That was a pretty rapid fire one, but I think as these start, let's see, that was 45 minutes already. That's pretty crazy. I feel like I haven't done shit. Damn. Anyways, hope you guys learned some cool things, right? Trend is your friend. Media can distort things. Information is king, right? It doesn't matter the messenger. I could look like fucking, Jerry Clooney or fucking clown or whatever the fuck. Up is up, down is down, and fuck you if you can't see through that. Peter Schiff's helps their hope. Peter Schiff's fucking retarded. He hasn't made a right decision since 2000. He was a gold bug then. I thought he was smart. He never stopped being a gold bug. I was like, this guy just had one fault. He's a one-trick pony. He's a joke. How was it possible that the bull run influence happened under a Are you trying to say deflationary? This is deflationary environment. Inflationary. What? Most people are also liars. That's exactly it. 1920s wasn't a fucking deflationary environment. Not until the fucking Federal Reserve fucking called overnight credit due and forced the fucking deflation of the market in 1929. So then you were in a hyperinflationary environment. All these reports that countries stock up on gold is propaganda to make people buy. Oh, there's lots of people buying gold, but they're just fucking stupid. Holding gold, right now, there are so many derivatives and whatnot. The real fucking appetite for capital and placement in this world is risk appetite, right? You're buying with rates in the fucking ground. You're gonna put money in a fucking inanimate object, or take money at 1 to 2% and put it in a business that's fucking moving at 10% a year, or put it into a fucking stock that's growing at 30% year over year. The fuck else? That's how money works. You fucking borrow it low and fucking place at fucking, greater chance of reward. People who don't understand fucking markets shouldn't be in them. Oh, well, so they're buying gold, so it must go up, right? The market cap of the ledger is determined by the velocity of capital that flows through it. That's not different here. A bunch of idiots holding gold doing nothing with it doesn't make fucking price high. You all could own it, and if no one puts another bid out there, the next guy who sells sends it to zero. Market price's discovery is determined by a few other things than fucking a whole bunch of people bought gold, so it should go upwards. See, when you talk like that, you just betray the fact you have no fucking idea how auction markets work. And that's a big problem. The amount of people who have a reason to say, well, gold should be doing this. Bro, do you even know what you're talking about? Have you ever made the books of any fucking asset in the world? Do you have any fucking idea? Or you just see something on TV and repeat it to the next guy like it sounds good? And did that guy listen to you because he fucking thinks you're convincing? This is how sheep fucking get each other fucking killed with ideas that aren't based on anything in reality. It's almost like religion. It's equally fucking ridiculous. So, and that's not an insult on you. This is something for you to think about. Banks are dumping on people. You don't know what the banks are doing. You're making an assumption that you don't understand. The real idea is maybe people are buying gold. People are buying a lot more risk assets while you sit there fucking thinking the world's going to end. What are you waiting on? The world ends. What are you going to do with all your gold? Go get change for a fucking Big Mac? They're going to shoot you. You either bet on it until the fucking wheels come off or fuck it. And that's what you're seeing. So I'm going to wrap here, fellas. But this is a quick test run just to get us up on and see if we can run a solo one. I think this was pretty good. We'll come back. We'll do a fucking deeper market review. We're going to do Rect Hour tonight, me and KJ. You guys come for that one. We'll cover crypto markets more in depth. Here I wanted to focus on the stock market, get a quick take on this. The fact that no one's watching this fucking epic run happen a decade later, they're still waiting for a reason for it to fall. It's just asinine. Get out of your own way, you know. You're your own biggest fucking danger. The media can only do so much to you, but if you don't fucking ask critical questions and step back and take hindsight thought about what you've seen across time, how did everyone miss a decade-long bull market? You're listening to fucking somebody tell you bullshit. I keep dressed up like a fucking clown, dude. Up is up. What the fuck do I have to look like to tell you up is up? I need a Nobel Prize for that? Clearly that motherfucker can't screw in a light bulb. Fuck him and the Nobel Prize laureate. So anyway. The Real Nomics, motherfuckers. Thanks for coming. Hope you guys had fun.